Any questions before we start? Special requests? Okay, let's just practice. So find a comfortable seat if you're not already there. If you want to take a moment to adjust, or if you want to take a moment to just move your physical body a little bit before settling in, feel free. So I always like to move a little bit and just get a little bit of physical feedback, how my body feels. And then eventually, no rush, find your way into stillness. And place your hands intentionally. So not just plopping them down, but resting them in your lap, palms face up for more openness, more receptivity, face down for more grounding. Maybe you want to bring your hands to your heart, prayer position, or even one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. Sometimes that helps me find my breath. With your eyes closed, just start to look inside. So like you have an eye on the inside of your body. Start to take a little inventory, do a little scan. So not literally what's there, but energetically what's present. If the quality of your energy had a color, what color would it be? If your breath had a color, what color would it be? And see it with your mind's eye just flowing through, in and out, up and down. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. And take a moment to hold in that fullness. Pause, feel this breath inside of you. Let it circulate, pulsate. And then open mouth sigh, let it go. Do that again. Inhale, fill up. Hold at the top. Take a moment to feel it. Visualize it. Take up more space, sit up taller, and then when you're ready, big sigh, release. Very nice. One more time, just like that. So biggest inhale of your morning, and any stress, any heaviness, anxiety, you feel like you're holding, you don't want to hold it anymore. Big sigh, just breathe it out. Seal your lips now. And begin to cultivate your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And see if you can start to not only feel your breath, the expansion and contraction, the rise and fall, but also hear it. So create that whisper noise, that oceanic sound. There is a gentle effort behind your breath. And you can stay right here, just tuning in, connecting with your own internal rhythm, finding your own internal cadence, following it with your awareness. Stay here for as long as you'd like. When you're ready to move, you can start from your seat if you want to, but eventually hands and knees, tabletop position. And just start to move any way that calls to you this morning. So maybe that's cat-cows to begin with. Maybe that's big circles with your hips. Maybe you just want to sit back into a child's pose. Find a sense of grounding, a sense of safety. Breathe there, rest there. Feel the ground underneath you. So anything goes as you begin your movement. Make it an exploration of your felt senses. So it's not a thinking, talking, judging kind of exploration, but just going by what you feel inside, breathing into the space inside, creating more length with your breath. Moving into those tight spaces, softening into your hard edges. And just noticing what's there. Allowing whatever comes to come, whatever goes to go in this wide open space that you are. So maybe you keep your eyes closed and again, just feel from the inside. So it's really difficult for us as humans to turn off our mind. It never really stops, but can you tune in more to your body? It's just a shift in awareness. It's just paying more attention, being more present. As you are ready in your next few rounds, no rush, find your way back to our first downward facing dog of practice. Good job, you guys. As you move back into your down dog, keep feeling into it. Keep feeling around. So this pose, for years and years and years, I thought I knew what down dog was. I just kind of lifted my hips and then I hung out. I listened to my breath. But in more recent years, I've realized how much there is to notice and to adjust. There are a million different things happening in your body right now. There are a million different ways that you can adjust to be more intentional, to be more efficient, to be more present. That looks really good, Sophia. See if you can feel the lift that comes from your center. So that length in your spine and your side bodies, it moves up into your center like you've got a rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling you up. It's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So see if you can find a lightness in your arms by engaging through your core. If it's helpful to bend your knees, bend your knees. Maybe you just bend your knees and see how it feels. Maybe you straighten your legs and see how it feels. Reconnect over and over again to your big, spacious, diaphragmatic breaths. The more you learn to use your breath, the more you unlock in your body. Take one more great big inhale into your down dog. Nice job, you guys. As you exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop forward fold, front of your space. Pause for a moment and just be in your fold, hang out. Maybe a ragdoll pose, maybe hands behind your head. Same thing here, feel into your forward fold. For years, I had my weight back in my heels and I was just kind of hanging out, bobbing around. And then I brought my weight forward into my toes and I discovered that connection to my center. So again, that invisible rope, it's pulling up, it's taking weight out of your legs. So yes, all of the weight is in your legs. You're standing on your feet, but it's like you feel this lift that comes from your center. You can let your neck relax, your head be heavy. Maybe you take a little sway. Maybe you take a little bob. Big, spacious breaths. Feel your breath expand into your back body. Take one last round in your fold. Nice bend. As you inhale, halfway lift position. Gaze down at the ground rather than forward. So feel the length in the back of your neck. Exhale, fold, and bow. Do that again, just like a down dog, but you're standing on your feet. So crown of your head reaches forward, butt reaches back. Feel your connection to center. Exhale, fold. Now from the press of your feet, come through your halfway lift and rise. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. Move with your breath. High mountain, inhale. See if you can take the entire length of your exhalation to slowly dive down. Stick your butt out, lead with your heart all the way down. Then let it go, nice M. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Feel into that length, that connection to your center is there. Exhale, fold, release. Beautiful, you guys. Press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way up. Arms reach, try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips, maybe gaze up. Hands to heart, exhale, nice Cam. One more round like that. Reach up and stretch, breathe in. Follow your breath down, nice and easy. You are not in a hurry. With your inhalation, feel into your halfway lift, that spinal extension. Exhale, bow and fold. Ha. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Arms reach, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. And if you want more, you can press your palms together, bend your elbows a lot, try to squeeze your elbows towards each other as if they're magnetized. Now keep all of that and just imagine your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull them apart. Now, see if you can start to reach your hands back. Possibly add a little back bend. So lift your heart up, not just your head, but your heart. Lift your sternum. Press your hips forward, hug in with your inner thighs. Take one more big inhalation. Keep your clasp and exhale. Hinge at your hips, swan dive down. Relax your neck at the bottom. Let your head hang. If it feels better now to let your palms come apart and work it in a more stretchy way, less strength work, please feel free. So make it work for you. Get what you need out of it. Soften your face, unclench your jaw, lift your sit bones, lift your knuckles. Yeah, nice job. One more big inhale. Good, Christine. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang, dangle. Give them a little shake out. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, realign. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank position. Listen, take an inhale at the top of your push-up. You can come to your knees if you'd like. Exhale, lower just an inch or so down. So bend your elbows just a little bit, not a lot. Strong belly, strong arms. Inhale, press all the way back up. So push the ground away. Exhale, lower 2 inches or so. So a little bit more. Strong arms, strong belly. Shoulder blades hug your spine. Inhale, push back up. Last one, exhale this time halfway down. Strong arms, don't let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly sink. Inhale, push up. Yes, exhale slow as you can go all the way down. Beautiful, nice Eileen. Find a back bend of your choice. So lift your heart. Maybe Spider-Man, Cobra, Sphinx, Baby Cobra, Full Cobra, Up Dog. Couple breaths if you want. Little exploration if you'd like. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Once you're back in your dog pose, Ujjayi breath, feel it and use it. Big, spacious, powerful. If you want to turn this into a turbo dog for a little more strength work, go for it. Bend your elbows, squeeze your elbows in towards one another. Forearms hover just an inch or two above the ground. Good, awesome, you guys. Keep lifting your sit bones. Feel that connection to your center. Big, deep breaths. Nice pose, Kirsten. Softer your face. So there is a lot of strength here. You're using a lot of muscles. Can you find some sort of sweetness, softness around the pose? So rather than tightening around the pose, can you soften through your outer body, through your outer shell? Soften through your face. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Push the ground away with your fingertips. As you exhale, look forward, step or hop forward, fold. Once you have arrived, halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold and bow, empty all the way out. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Arms to the sky, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, arms reach, breathe in. And then as you exhale, chair plane. So swing your arms back, bend your knees. You can bend your knees a lot, or you can bend your knees just a little bit. Feel into it. For now, the weight is in your heels. So pick up your toes, spread them. Feel your back muscles squeeze around your spine by bending your elbows and squeezing your elbows towards each other behind your back. Now, if you would like, option for a little balance challenge, float up to your tiptoes, lift your heels really high. Nothing else changes. If you want, you can bend your knees a little more. Yeah. Nice, Laura. Take one more big deep breath. As you inhale, set your heels on the ground, rise up, high mountain. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, side body stretch to the right, send your hips to the left. If there is a different variation of this posture that you would rather take, that's fine with me. Just creating length and space through your left side. Breathe in. Yeah, breathe into your left rib cage, your left waistline. Most of your weight should be in your left foot. If you want to reach your right tiptoes out to the right, go for it. Good. Soft through your face. One more big breath. Inhale, back to center. Realign. Switch your grip. Other side. Exhale, up and over. So crescent moon shape with your body. Most of your weight in your right foot. Make sure your right shoulder stays plugged in. So pull it back and down. Breathe into your right waistline, the space in between your ribs. See if you can increase that space just by breathing bigger. Yeah, if you want to reach your left tiptoes out to the left, go for it. One more big, deep breath. Nice job. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus your arms. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Curl open. Lift your sternum. Inhale, arms to the sky. Realign through your spine. So neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Exhale, stick your butt out and swan dive down, forward fold. Breathe in, find your spinal extension. Feel into the length from the top of your head back to your sit bones. Exhale, let it go. Plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa however you would like. So feel free to add or subtract or skip it all together. Thanks, Emily. Ujjayi breath. Inhale your right leg to the sky. So three-legged down dog. And for this one, keep your hips square. So inner thighs face each other. Press down through your fingertips. Press up through your right foot. I don't care about height, but make your right leg as straight, as strong, and as powerful as possible. See if you can feel the front of your right thigh, your quad muscle turning on. So it's squeezing. See if you can feel the little muscles around your right knee, those little tiny stabilizer muscles. See if you can feel those squeezing. Take one more big inhale. Breathe all the way up into your right toes. Spread your toes. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Nice bend. Scoop out your belly. Hollow out. Stay here as you breathe in. Push the ground away and lift more through your waistline. Round more through your mid-back. Exhale, step through softly. Low lunge. Take a moment to just stretch your legs however you want to, whatever feels good to you. Maybe about 3, 4, 5 breaths moving around, or you can just close your eyes, put your awareness in your legs, and just feel. When you are ready, Crescent Lunge. Rise up and settle in, no hurry. So hips square, nice tummy. Pull your front hip back and your back hip forward. So you're hugging towards midline, and that's where your stability comes from. Feel that connection to your center. So navel to spine. And as you draw your belly button back and up, you feel more length in your low spine, your low back. You feel your heart lift a little higher. Maybe you reach a little higher. Nice, Kirsten. Take one more big inhale, perhaps gaze up. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, bend your back knee to a hover. If you want to modify, your back knee can come down gently. Otherwise, back knee is hovering, and try to pull your back thigh forward. Stay here or add a little baby back bend, curl open. Squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. Keep your belly button pulling back and up. So protect your low back by engaging your low abdominals. One more round. Next time you inhale, back to crescent. So reach up and option to straighten your front leg. Squeeze through your front thigh. Squeeze those muscles around your front knee. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Twist, left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up. You can use a block under your left hand, or you can come up to your left fingertips, whatever feels best in your body. Keep your legs strong. If you want to modify, back knee can come down. Otherwise, your back leg is really powerful. Imagine you want to pull your front hip, your right hip back, but at the same time, your right knee is hugging towards your left armpit. Breathe down into your belly and twist from your center. Take one last round. Use your exhale to work your twist from the inside. Bring out. End of your exhalation, let it go. Walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale wherever you want to take this. So wide-legged forward fold, or feel free to move around. Feel free to explore about 5 breaths. You can absolutely stay where you're at and just breathe. You can move a lot. You can twist, Skandasana, bend one knee, then the other, headstand, handstand hops. Couple more breaths. Good job, friends. Start to wrap it up if you're working somewhere. Next time you inhale, come back to your halfway lift position. And then listen, exhale, fold, empty all the way out, reverse swan dive up. So lead with your heart, rise up, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, warrior 2 stance. So pivot your right toes to face forward, bend your right knee. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. If you want to gaze down at your feet, adjust if you need to. So front heel intersects back arch, or lines up with your back tiptoes, and then wrap your right butt cheek underneath your body. Feel it track towards your pinky toe. Nice work, you guys. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach up and reach back. Keep a deep bend in your front knee. If you want to grab your right wrist with your left hand, go for it. If there's a variation you want to take, go for it. Lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip and breathe into that space. Nice, Eileen. Strong through both legs. Press through the outer edges of both feet. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, side angle. So keep your legs the same. Reach forward like you want to touch the front wall, and then tip it over. You can stay here. Maybe your left arm reaches for the front wall, so lengthening your left side. half bind or full bind. If that's in your practice, feel free to go there. Send your breath into your legs. Wrap your front butt cheek underneath you. Press into the outer edges of your feet. Your heart wants to look up. So as much as you can, keep it nice and open. Awesome, Christine. Take one last big breath. Next time you inhale, come back up to warrior two. And then exhale, just cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Listen here, three-legged down dog. Take your right leg to the sky. So stretch it out. You can go straight to down dog or exhale, rock forward, three-legged plank, or make it your own regular plank or modified. Slowly lower, chaturanga. Heart lifts with your in-breath. And as you're ready, take it back, downward facing dog. No rush. Ujjayi. Walk it out in your down dog. Reconnect. Feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Right side versus left side. Next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. Hips square, so inner thighs face each other. Press through your hands. So press into the ground, push the ground away, and then press up through your left foot. Squeeze through the front of your left thigh. Squeeze those little stabilizer muscles around your left knee. So feel all the strength in your left leg. If I came over and tried to press your left leg down, it would not even move. It's so strong. Take one more big inhale and see if you can spread your toes. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine, shoulders over wrist. Stay here as you breathe in. And exhale, step through ever so softly. Take a moment to move around or just to explore your legs from the inside. Feel around. So maybe back knee comes down. Maybe front leg works towards straight. Maybe you open your front hip. Maybe you just close your eyes and put your awareness in your legs. That's it. Good. Next couple of breaths. Crescent lunge. Thanks, Laura. So hips square, hug towards midline to find your stability, to create your strong foundation. So you're pressing through both feet, rooted through both feet, the ball of your back foot, the pads of your back toes, and your back foot is strong. Back leg is strong. Try to pull your front hip back hip forward. Feel that connection to center. Lift your heart higher. Reach through your fingertips. Maybe gaze up. One more inhale. As you exhale, turbo lunge. So cactus your arm, bend your back knee to a hover. Imagine you want to pull your back thigh forward. Stay right here. Or from your mid into your upper back, curl open. So don't just collapse into your low back and lean back, but really curl open, lift your sternum. Breathe down into your belly. Feel the strength in your legs. Soften your face. One more breath. Very nice. Inhale back to crescent. Maybe you straighten your front legs. Maybe you straighten both legs. Squeeze your front thigh. Exhale, hands come down. Low lunge. And then keep your right hand down. Left arm reaches up for your twist. You can come up to your right fingertips. You could also bring your right hand to a block if you're using one. Back knee can come to the ground if you want to modify. Otherwise, back knee is lifted. Back leg strong. Energetically pull your front hip back. And imagine your left knee is magnetized to your right shoulder, right armpit. Twist from your center. Beautiful breath. One last round. Use your exhale to ring out. End of your exhale. Let it go. Unwind. Hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Halfway lift. Inhale. And then let it go. Either wide-legged fold or your own exploration. Be exactly what you did on the other side or something completely different. Breath stays with you. Soft through your face, loose through your forehead. Unclench your jaw. See if you can breathe bigger than you thought you could. Take 1 or 2 more breaths. Wrap up if you're working somewhere. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. So stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Very good. Exhale, fold, bow deeply. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart, rise. You might bend your knees a lot. So if it feels better, bend your knees. Arms reach up, inhale. And then warrior 2 as you exhale. So left toes pivot forward, left arm forward, right arm back. If you want, gaze down at your legs and maybe make a little adjustment. So your warrior 2, left toes face forward, right toes face to the right, left butt cheek wraps underneath. Perhaps even close your eyes and feel from the inside. Feel a nice neutral pelvis while allowing your hips to open. Nice long spine. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. Front palm rotates up. Reach up, 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 and then slightly back. Keep bending into your front knee. As you bend your front knee, lift your left rib cage further away from your left hip. Nice cam. Breathe into your left waistline. If you want to grab your left wrist, if you want to move into a variation of your choice, please feel free. Out 1 or 2 more big deep breaths. Thanks, Kirsten. Good poses, you guys. Take 1 more inhale. Legs stay the same as you exhale. Come through warrior 2. Reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. Tip it over. Side angle. Right arm can reach straight up, or maybe your right arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Half bind or full bind if you'd like. Just about 2, maybe 3 more breaths. Your pose, your body, move your breath into all the little spaces. Next inhalation, rise back up to a warrior 2. So press into your feet, rise up. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, low lunge. 3-legged down dog. Breathe in, take your left leg high. Straight to down dog, or exhale, rock forward and chaturanga. You can modify if you want to, of course. And then back bend, maybe a couple breaths or so. Down dog when you're ready. If you'd rather take a child's pose for a moment, choice is yours. Reconnect to your breath. We'll move through that entire sequence. 1 breath, 1 movement, not speeding through it with momentum, but moving slowly, intentionally with our breath. If at any time you want to take a break, you want to do your own thing, totally fine with me. Do what you gotta do. Do what works best for you today. You're coming with me, downward facing dog. Great big inhale. Lift your hips even higher. Exhale, look to the top of your mat. Step or float, forward fold, top of your space. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Fold deeply all the way to empty with your breath. Root through your feet, rise, arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. Chair, plane, or drinking bird with your exhalation. Bend your knees, swing your arms back. Option to float up to tiptoes, heels high. Inhale, heels on the ground, high mountain. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Side body stretch to the right. Send your hips to the left, all the way to empty in your exhale. Inhale through center. Switch your grip, other side, up and over, exhale, empty out. Inhale, back up. Work a baby back bend with your exhale. Cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades, squeeze, curl open. Arms to the sky, realign your spine, neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Exhale, stick your butt way out, reach your heart forward, slow dive down. Very nice. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep your exhale going as you lower chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. Nice, Eileen. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Big, deep breaths. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Now use your core, slowly and softly. Exhale, step forward. Push the ground away. Yes. Rise up, crescent lunge. Arms reach up, heart lifts, gaze up. Exhale, turbo. Maybe you add a back bend. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee. Option to lift your heart. Back to crescent. Re-extend your arms, realign your spine. Maybe straighten your front leg, squeeze your front thigh. Exhale, hands come down. Low lunge into revolve lunge. So breathe in, right arm reaches up. Exhale, let it go. Walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice, Tammy. Exhale, fold. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Now listen, reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Arms reach up. Warrior two, exhale. Right arm forward, left arm back, right toes forward. Bend your front knee. Inhale, reverse. Reach up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your front knee. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward, tip it over, empty out. Inhale, back up to warrior two. If you're feeling a reverse warrior, you're welcome to go there. And then cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Right leg high. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward and take your vinyasa. Very nice. Heart lifts. Inhale. Hips lift. Exhale. Inhale, left leg to the sky, three-legged. Use your core strength. Exhale, push the ground away and step your left foot through low lunge. Crescent with your in-breath, strong legs, rise, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Nice. Exhale, turbo, cactus your arms, bend your back knee, option for a back bend. Awesome, Laura. Inhale, back to crescent, maybe straighten your front leg, squeeze your front thigh. Nice, Christine. Exhale, slowly, hands come down, back to your low lunge. With your inhale, twist, left arm reaches up. Open up through the left side of your heart. Exhale, unwind, hands to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift, inhale. You can add arms if you want to, maybe reach out, fly. Exhale, fold deeply all the way to empty. From the press of your feet, lead with your heart, rise all the way up, arms to the sky, breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out, bend your front knee, pivot your front toes forward, beautiful, reverse, reach up, reach back, keep the deep bend in your front knee. And side angle, exhale, come through warrior two, reach forward, tip it over all the way to empty. And then you choose warrior two or one more reverse. If you want a reverse triangle, you can straighten your front leg as you reach back, feel free. And then cartwheel your hands down, exhale, low lunge, pivot to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, three-legged down dog, left leg high. Exhale, straight to dog pose or rock forward, your variation, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, hips lift. Take just a moment, reconnect to your breath. We've got one more time through that sequence. Listen carefully, just like you always do. I'm gonna add in just a couple of things. So stay present. All of my cues are invitations. If they don't work for you, no big deal. Do something that works in your body. If you are coming with me, one more great big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look to the front of your mat, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, feel into that length. Exhale, bow, let it go all the way to empty. Root through your feet, rise, arms to the sky, full body stretch, inhale. And hands to heart, exhale, last round. Arms reach up, breathe in. Chair plane or drinking bird, breathe out. Bend your knees, swing your arms back, maybe float to tiptoes. Good job, heels down, back to high mountain. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, exhale to the right, send your hips towards the window. Back to center with your in-breath. Switch your grip. Other side. Crescent moon with your body. Exhale all the way to empty. Back to center. Inhale. Work your back bend from your mid and your upper back. Exhale. Navel to spine connection. Inhale. Back to center. Reach up. Realign. Swan dive down as you breathe out. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, or skip it straight back to down dog. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high. Listen, you can hang out here or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Good. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or maybe even your armpit. Maybe you even bend your elbows out of push-up. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Exhale, everybody. Knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, then step forward, low lunge. Crescent lunge with your inhale. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Yes, nice bend. Exhale, turbo, cactus your arms, bend your back knee. Option for a back bend if you'd like. And back to crescent, option to straighten your front leg. Squeeze your front thigh. Nice work. Exhale, hands come down. Bend your front knee, low lunge position. And twist. Inhale, right arm up. Nice, Kirsten. Open up through the right side of your heart. Exhale, unwind. Hands to the left long edge of your mat. Wide-legged straddle position. Halfway lift. Breathe in. And dive deeply. Exhale into your fold. From the press of your feet, reverse swan dive all the way up. Arms reach up. Inhale. Warrior two, exhale, right toes forward, bend your right knee, reach forward and back. Reverse, inhale. Exhale, side angle, come through warrior two and tip it over. Stay right here or option for balancing half moon. Maybe you have a block under your right hand. Reach forward, float your back foot up. Good. If you're in half moon and you want to turn it into the bind or the Chandra Chapasana, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot or your ankle, go for it. Wherever you are at, your pose, your expression, your exploration. About 2 more rounds of breath. Good. If you fall out, awesome. That means you're challenging yourself. Meet yourself right there. Everybody slowly come back to a warrior two stance. Yes, very nice. Settle in, warrior two. Let's take an inhale, reverse warrior, reverse triangle. So if you want, you can straighten your front leg. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge position. Three-legged down dog, right leg high. Now listen, open up your right hip, bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up. So feel your right hip stack on top of left. This might feel really good. Maybe this is where you want to stay. Option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm forward, heart forward. Lift your hips. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine. Breathe down into your belly. One last round wherever you are at. Big, huge, full body breath. And then everybody regular down dog. So both hands, both feet on the ground, and just walk it out for a moment. Find your breath slow and steady. You can keep walking it out a little bit longer, or if you would like, inhale, rock forward to high plank, option to hover your right leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Strong arms, strong belly. Lift your heart as you breathe in. Peel your heart open. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Hang out here, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. So use your obliques and push the ground away as you come forward. Inhale, back up, three-legged. Left knee, left elbow, armpit, or maybe a push-up. Yes, inhale, three-legged, stretch it out. Last one, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, then step through softly. Very good. Rise as you breathe in. Crescent lunge. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Turbo as you exhale. Cactus your arms, bend your back knee. Add a back bend if you'd like. Inhale, back to crescent. Maybe extend your front leg, squeeze your front thigh. Hands come down, low lunge position. And then twist with your in-breath. Open up through the left side of your heart. Maybe gaze up at your left fingertips. Exhale, unwind. Hands over to the right long edge of your mat. Wide-legged straddle position. Halfway lift. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow deeply all the way to empty. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise up, arms to the sky, inhale. Warrior two, exhale, left toes forward, left arm forward, bend your left knee. Reverse warrior, inhale, reach up, reach back. And side angle, exhale, reach forward, tip it over, pause here. You can hold in your side angle or balancing half moon. Reach forward and float your back foot off the ground. Bind if you want to. Fall in and out. Let that be part of your practice. Beautiful, you guys. If your back leg is lifted, so you can lift it a tiny bit higher. Take your last couple of breaths. And then everybody meet back in a warrior two position. Get there mindfully. Settle in. Inhale, reverse warrior or reverse triangle. So if you want, you can straighten your front leg. Reach. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Three-legged down dog as you breathe in. Take your left leg up and back. Open your hip, bend your knee, reach your knee out and up. So take a moment and just feel that opening in the front of your left hip. Feel your left hip stack on top of right. Stay here or option to flip. Left foot comes down. Left arm reaches forward, heart forward. Very nice, my friends. Breathe down into your belly. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine. Last big breath. Nice bend. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Keep walking it out, or inhale forward, high plank, option to hover left leg. Exhale, chaturanga, lower down. Breathe in with your inhale. And then just child's pose. Go ahead and set your knees down. If you'd rather, hero's pose, kneeling position, seated meditation. Just take a moment, reconnect to your body, to your breath. So feel all of that energy moving through you. All that energy that we've stirred up circulating around inside of you. And then your next couple of breaths, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then exhale, pigeon pose, right shin forward, set your body down gently. So take a moment to set yourself up with awareness, intention. If you know this pose works better for you on your back or in a seat, you can of course take it there instead. As you're ready, start to bow forward. So heart reaches forward and energetically, you're gently pulling your right hip back. So just like you would in Crescent Lunge, front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. If you want to go deeper, scoot your back knee back further. Right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat rather than midline. Just big, deep breath. See if you can notice, just by being more present, just by paying more attention, where do you hold resistance? Where do you contract when you're a little uncomfortable, when you're in sensation? And is there a way you can just let it move through you, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's a little overwhelming? You're in this safe space. You can breathe deeply. Allow sensation to be there and even move towards it. Allow yourself to feel more. Breathe into it, soften around it. Take about 5 more breaths. Soft forehead, soft jaw, soft tongue in the inside of your mouth. Last couple rounds, open mouth exhales if you would like. And end of your next exhalation, slowly start to lift your upper body. We're going to find our way into a 3-legged tabletop. So plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and kind of scoot your back knee forward so your hips lift. And then unthread your right leg, give it a nice little shake out here. After a few little shakes or maybe a couple circles, pivot on your left knee so your left foot comes to the outer left side of your mat. And then right arm to the sky. So open up into a modified side plank. If you need to take a moment to readjust your body at all, that's totally fine. So modified side plank, opening towards the right side of the room. See if you can press your hips gently forward towards the right wall rather than sticking your butt out behind you. And then maybe take your right arm towards the front of the room. So lengthen through your right side body and breathe into that length. Final option, only if you want to take it. Bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your right foot. And then start to work your pose even more. So use that gentle leverage, pull foot into hand, or press foot into hand, pull a hand back into foot, heart rotates to look up. Take one last big breath. Beautiful friends. Very end of your exhale, slowly release back to hands and knees, tabletop position. Let's take a little bit of intuitive movement, hip circles, cat cows. As you're ready, downward facing dog. If you want to move through a vinyasa on your own to get back into your down dog, feel free. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose. So gently bring your left shin to the top of your yoga mat, left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat. Rather than just plopping into your pigeon, especially if you have lots of mobility in your hip, it's so much easier to just kind of plop in. Hug towards midline. So like you would in crescent, pull your front hip back hip forward. As you bow forward, you're continuing to pull back. Sometimes I even push down and forward with my fingertips. I'm pushing the ground away as I move towards it. So you want to feel not just stretch, but a sense of stability through your hips as well. Your left femur bone stays plugged into the hip socket, so you're not just sinking into your joint, but you're actually stretching your muscle. And then send your breath into that tight space. Let it soften. About 5 more breaths. Open mouth size at any time. Last couple rounds. And when you feel pretty much even on both sides, begin that slow transition up to a 3-legged tabletop position on this side. So you'll plant your hands, tuck your back toes under, scoot your back knee forward, unthread your left leg, give it a gentle shake out. Maybe take a couple circles with your left knee. And then as you're ready, opening up into your modified side plank. So your right foot comes to the outer right edge of your mat, like a little kickstand behind you. Yeah. It feels like you have to stick your butt out. See if you can adjust your body so that you can press your hips forward gently towards the windows. Left arm towards the front wall and feel into the length of your left side. Breathe into that length. This might be where you stay. Option if you'd like to bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. So finding your half bow variation. Keep the activation in your left foot. Nice, Tammy. So spread your left toes. Kick your foot back rather than up. Rotate your heart to look up. Press your hips gently forward. One last round. Yes. End of your exhale, tabletop position, any intuitive movement, cat cow, hip circles, and then you choose one last down dog or one last child's pose. If you want one final vinyasa, you could also take that. And then wherever you choose to go, couple breaths. Find your way into a seat. And before you go down onto your back, I'm just gonna demonstrate something. So look up here as you're ready. Once we go down onto our back, I'm gonna have us move into bridge pose. So bridge pose, biggest things I see out of alignment are people like to bring their feet up here. Keep your feet so they're aligned straight down from your knees. And people sometimes must think they have really wide hips because their feet are all the way out here. So you want your feet hips width distance apart. Your hips are not as wide as you think. Arms down by your sides. Make sure your toes face forward. So your toes aren't out to the sides, face directly forward. You're gonna lift up into your bridge. As you lift into your bridge, you don't wanna feel like your knees are coming apart and you're rolling onto the outer edges of your feet. You wanna press into the inner edges and your heels. You wanna imagine you're trying to reach your knees and shins forward and hug an invisible block with your inner thighs. From here, we're gonna move our shoulders underneath us and move our arms into what I call robot arms. So rather than having your shoulders out here like this, shoulders come underneath you. You get your elbows as close as you can. And I'm pressing into the back of my head, the backs of my arms. I'm gonna inhale, lift my hips, hug in with my inner thighs, press down through my heels and the inner edges of my feet. I'm gonna keep all of that, but as I exhale, I'm gonna lower just my butt towards the ground and try to create this tunnel under the middle of my spine. So I'm trying to press my ribs up as my butt lowers down and pressing into the backs of my arm and the back of my head. I'm gonna continue to lift and lower with my breath. Each time I lower my butt, I'm trying to create a bigger tunnel. If you can't get your butt all the way to the ground, then you just lower it as far as you can, might be right here. That's it. And then come back up. Try not to let your knees come apart as you lower your butt. You're hugging in. Yes? Got all the things. Go ahead and go down onto your back. Find your way down. And when you get there, if you want to take a moment to just stretch, maybe a full body stretch, maybe hug your knees in, rock it out, and then set up your bridge. So think of all those things. Heels straight down from your knees, toes face forward, feet hips width distance apart, arms down by your sides. As you're ready, just peel your spine off your mat. Come into your bridge pose. If you have no interest in exploring in the way I just showed, that's fine with me. Otherwise, start to work your shoulders underneath you a little bit more and come into your robot arms. Nice job. So press through the back of your head, backs of your arms, hug in with your inner thighs, press down through your heels and the inner edges of your feet. Start to lift and lower your butt with your breath. So as you exhale, your butt comes down. And as your butt comes down, you're trying to press your heart and your ribs up. This is an exercise in mid-back mobility, lower and mid-back strength. So this is a place where most of us have very little awareness. We have very little awareness of our mid-back mobility. We have very little strength, a lot of us, in our low back. So tomorrow, if your back feels weird, it's probably new muscles that have never been used waking up. Take about 5 to 10 rounds, somewhere in there. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs, pressing through the inner edges of your feet and your heels. Keep pressing down through the back of your head so your chin is slightly lifted. Keep pressing down through the backs of your arms, through the corners of your elbows. Keep breathing. Feel that new awareness in the middle of your back, in the middle of your spine, those new muscles, maybe muscles you've never felt before. And some of you might be used to feeling this engagement. And just notice it. After you've taken about 5 to 10 breaths, lower down, no rush whatsoever, and windshield wiper your knees side to side. So once you're in windshield wiper, your feet come out mat width distance apart, and tee out your arms or cactus your arms and just let your knees fall side to side as you breathe. Yeah, feel into that mobility in your hips and your low back. Next time your knees fall to the right, let them stay there for a few rounds. And if you want, you can bring the outer edge of your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. Yeah, just like that. And then breathe down your left side. So from your left shoulder to your left knee, create as much length as you can. If your left rib cage is lifting a lot, that's okay. But have the intention of pressing down through the back of your left rib. And then switch to the other side. Same options, outer edge of left foot, outside of right knee. When you feel even on both sides, take your time, come back to center and find a happy baby. Take a few rounds in happy baby, rocking it out. Maybe extending one leg and then the other, both at the same time. If there are any other movements, stretches, last poses that you want to take for yourself, for your body, take a moment to do so. Take a few breaths to move through them. And then eventually come into your final relaxation, your final Shavasana. So my thought for you today, simple. As our most fundamental relationship is with ourselves. Our most fundamental relationship is with ourselves. Everything else extends from this. If not, we outsource our self-trust, never knowing who we truly are. Our most fundamental relationship is with ourselves. Everything else extends from this. So as you lay here for these last few moments, let this be time and space that you give to yourself, to just be with yourself, to relate with yourself, to connect with yourself, to notice what's moving through you today. And feel into that part of you that is deeper than your emotions and your thoughts and the sensations in your body. That part of you that is just pure awareness, that is underneath all those layers. And from this place, just observe what it feels like to be you, to be in your body, to be in this moment, to experience yourself as awareness, as pure space and energy. And every time you wander, you go somewhere else, just come back. Give yourself these last few moments to just be with you. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Just start to bring slow, gentle movement back into your physical body. As you're ready, find your way into a fetal position on either side. And take a moment as you rest on your side, this nurturing pose. Just let everything from your practice, all the energy, all the effort, just kind of settle inside, soak in, integrate, become a part of you. And then using the strength in your arms, guide yourself up into seated meditation. So finishing up right where we began. Sit up tall, feel into the length of your spine. Close your eyes and gather your hands to your heart. And take one last moment to just bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself for making the effort, taking the time to show up on your mat to do your practice. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, friends, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. Bye, Mama. Love you.
Bye, honey. Ruby's so
Did you
cute.
just couldn't get in? I know she's so cute. Hey, Mimi.